Hello, you beautiful degenerates. Welcome back to the channel where we dive headfirst into the dumpster fire of current events, specifically the ones where finance and tech collide in a glorious explosion of greed, innovation, and occasional human rights violations. Today we're wading through the wreckage of a particularly wild week in crypto, so buckle up, put on your helmets, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start with the OG crypto, Bitcoin. Now, you might remember Grayscale and their Bitcoin trust, GBTC, like that friend who peaked in high school. Well, BlackRock waltzed in with their shiny new iShares Bitcoin trust and basically ate their lunch, their dog, and their entire retirement fund in less than 100 trading days. That's right, BlackRock, the financial behemoth that manages more money than some small countries, decided to dip their toes into the Bitcoin pool, and the ripples were felt across the entire market. It's like watching a Chihuahua try to square up to a Rottweiler, except the Chihuahua is wearing a tiny suit and carrying a briefcase full of other people's money. The point is, BlackRock's entrance into the Bitcoin ETF arena is a big deal. It signals a shift in how institutional investors are viewing crypto and could be a sign of even bigger things to come. Or, it could all come crashing down like a poorly constructed Jenga tower. Only time will tell. Speaking of crashing down, let's talk about Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, and their ongoing saga with, well, pretty much every regulatory body on the planet. The latest chapter in this ongoing drama involves Yuki Gambarian, the wife of Binance's chief compliance officer, Changpeng Zhao, and her desperate plea for her husband's medical care. Now, I'm not a doctor, but I've seen enough episodes of Grey's Anatomy to know that denying someone medical care is generally frowned upon. But hey, maybe the folks over at Binance are big fans of Oz. The point is, this situation raises some serious concerns about the treatment of Binance executives and the company's commitment to transparency and human rights. It's a sticky situation, kind of like trying to explain Bitcoin to your grandparents while simultaneously trying to get them to download TikTok. It's messy, confusing, and frankly, nobody involved comes out looking good. From one legal drama to another, let's talk about Ryan Salame, the former co-CEO of FTX Digital Markets, who recently learned that pleading guilty to multiple financial crimes doesn't get you off scot-free. Salame was sentenced to a cool 7.5 years in prison, which, let's be honest, is probably less time than some people spend trying to figure out how to buy Bitcoin. But jokes aside, Salame's sentencing is a big deal for the crypto industry. It sends a message that regulators are not messing around, and that even the big players are not above the law. Of course, whether this will actually deter future crypto crime is another question entirely. It's like putting a no running sign at a playground. Sure, it's there, but have you met children? Now, for a slightly more optimistic story, let's talk about Semler Scientific, a medical device maker that decided to spice things up by investing $40 million in Bitcoin. And guess what? The stock market went wild. Shares of Semler Scientific surged 25% after the announcement, proving once again that sometimes the best way to get people interested in your medical devices is to buy a bunch of magic internet money. It's like putting a picture of a kitten on a product that has absolutely nothing to do with kittens. Suddenly, everyone wants it. Of course, whether this Bitcoin bet will pay off in the long run remains to be seen. But hey, at least it gave their stock price a much-needed boost. Finally, let's wrap things up with some good old-fashioned tech talk. The Ethereum name service, or ENS, is planning a major upgrade that promises to make your crypto life faster, cheaper, and hopefully less confusing. For those unfamiliar, ENS is like the internet's phone book, translating those long, complicated crypto addresses into something a human can actually remember. The planned upgrade will move ENS to a Layer 2 solution, which is basically like adding a carpool lane to the crypto highway. It's faster, more efficient, and hopefully won't result in any road rage incidents involving bored apes. The goal is to reduce those pesky gas fees that plague the Ethereum network and make it easier for people to use ENS. Think of it as giving your crypto wallet a much-needed makeover. It's the same wallet, just with fewer transaction fees and hopefully a more user-friendly interface. So there you have it, folks. Another week, another roller coaster ride through the wild world of crypto and tech. We've seen power plays, legal battles, human rights concerns, and even a medical device company trying to make it rain with Bitcoin. It's enough to make you want to bury your head in the sand and pretend money doesn't exist. But don't worry, we'll be here to guide you through the chaos, providing you with the information you need to make sense of this crazy, ever-changing landscape. And remember, just because something is labeled disruptive technology doesn't mean it won't also disrupt your entire portfolio. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and for the love of all that is holy, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Until next time, stay tuned, and don't forget to subscribe for more updates.